hard. If there's one word in the English language that's been manipulated, changed, abused, overused, it's hard. People say, yeah, I'm hard. I'm a hard lad. All this bullshit. But doing hard stuff is what is hard. Nowadays, people will post them going out and drinking, going out doing drugs, and they'll think it's hard. They'll see these rappers, these gangsters, these so-called gangsters, posting videos of themselves getting high, doing drugs, escaping reality, acting as if that's hard. No, it is the epitome of soft. How on earth is getting high, running from your fucking problems, hard? There is nothing hard about it. It makes you weak, it makes you sad, it makes you soft. See, we all have our problems in life. We all have these gifts, these hurdles that we're supposed to overcome. That's what being a human is about. We're given problems, given things that we need to face, and we're supposed to overcome it. And when we overcome it, that is where our level up occurs. Growth is pain overcome. But nowadays, in modern society, we thought, nah, fuck that, I'm too comfortable. I don't want to live that way anymore. So many people are just refusing to overcome these things. And they're escaping reality. Of course, there's lots of things that people escape with. Fucking movies and shows and porn and sex. But the biggest one by far is drinking and drugs. Now, they are the same thing. Drink is a fucking drug. Alcohol's a fucking drug. But so many young people are just retarded. And when they hear drugs, they're like, oh, that must mean coke and that. They don't think of themselves as a drug user. Most people nowadays uses some form of drugs. Like cigarettes, alcohol. Of course, you get medical drugs, which some of them can be okay, of course. Some of them you need to stay alive, but some of them, like these fucking anxiety medications, is just bullshit. And it's just poisoning yourself. It's just destroying your mind like the rest of them. It's making you soft. See, that anxiety, again, that's a hurdle that you need to overcome. That depression, it's not a fucking illness that you just caught like the common cold. No. It's a hurdle that you need to overcome, and by overcoming that, that is where the growth happens. If you just skip the growth, if you just skip the overcoming part, you're going to skip the growth. This is why there's so many man-childs nowadays. They've still got that same mindset they did when they were fucking 12, 13. Because since then they've been running from the pain, running from the problems, and that is what helps you grow. That is what turns you into a man. As I said, hard is doing what's hard. That means challenge yourself. That means doing disciplined acts, not these vices, not this escapism. But structuring your day in a way that challenges you. Doing stuff like getting up early when you don't have to, when you haven't got work for another 4, maybe 5 hours. That's what I do. I wake up at 3:15 in the morning every single day. Even on my days off. Why? Because, well, at the start it was a challenge. It was discipline. It was something to do. Now I fucking love it. Because it means I can get ahead of the world. When other people are lying in, waiting, just wait until the job comes. I'm already leveling up. I'm doing other hard things. Other disciplined acts. Other things to set me up for the day. Like working out. Another fucking great tool. Another thing that people consider hard, but it's actually easy. It's actually the greatest gift that we have, and people consider it hard. I meditate. Another thing that, you know what, it is truly hard. At the start, it's really hard to try and sit and concentrate because we've been conditioned over the fucking years to just yap, just be unconscious. Meditation is doing the opposite. It's bringing you into reality. It's helping you live how you're truly supposed to live. See the world how it truly is. And it's hard. Change is hard. And then I read. I love fucking reading. But Like all good things, it's hard at the start. It's not instantly gratifying. Like that social media, like that fucking drink, like that cigarette, like that joint. You know, that's some people's morning routine. The wake and bake. Now, I used to be a fucking drug addict. At one point, I was doing something every single day. Whether it was weed, hard drug, alcohol, some tablets. I was doing something. So I know what it's like. But if there was one thing I never did, it was waking and baking. It was straight away waking up and getting high. I never understood how people could do that. It's like you're barely half awake and already you're getting fucking high. Already you pull out your phone and start scrolling because whether you like it or not, that's a form of getting high. You might not have to intake something physically. You might not have to inhale it. You might not have to snort anything. But to your brain, it's the same. It's the same hit. Boom, the same dopamine. Oh, nothing. No dopamine, no dopamine. Boom, it's like crack. To the brain, it's like just like crack. And this is some people's morning routine. Wake up, smoke a cigarette, vape, and scroll. And you wonder why you fucking struggle to get out of bed. You're just destroying your brain. You're making yourself soft. Leveling up is hard. It's what is hard. So if you want to be truly hard, if you want to be that hard macho man, what you need to do is start leveling up. Not escaping, not running from your problems. You cannot be hard and be vice riddled. Having vices, it means you're weak. It means you can't fucking control yourself. You can't control reality. You're too fucking lazy, too soft to change, so you run. You try and escape. That, of course, that never works. That's no life. You can't live a good life like that. Being soft, being weak. You need to start leveling up in areas that you're being called to. You'll know it. I mean, of course, as the internet will tell you the basic things, fucking read, meditate, wake up early, like I said. But you'll know the next step that you need to take. We all have a connection to the higher power, to God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. We all have that fucking connection. And it tells us every day what we need to be doing, what we need to not be doing, what we need to drop. So listen to that. If you're thinking to yourself, if you feel that like, oh man, I really should start getting in shape. What the fuck do you think that is? That's not you talking, that's God. That's God trying to send you a fucking message. And why do you think over time, shit like that gets worse? Starts off as like, I think it'd be good to look a little bit better. And then you're like, oh, I wish I looked better. And then you start fucking breaking down. You're in tears like, fuck, I need to get better. I need to look better. And it just gets worse and worse and worse. Even sometimes to the point of suicide. This kills people so much to the point of suicide because they're that soft, because they're not taking hard action steps. They're escaping. When they get that feeling, when they get that wake-up call inside of them, I need to get in better shape. I need to do more. I need to start making more money. That makes them uncomfortable. But see, there's two types of people in the world. When they feel that discomfort, there's the people who take that as a fucking challenge. Like myself, who say, right, well, clearly something needs done here. Let's get to work. And there's the people who run away from it. Who see that as a threat. Something scary. And have to run away. Just like the fucking predator and the prey. But you can change it. You can change it any fucking time you want. Through positive thinking and positive action. Because you need to think right too. You can't go into this with a wrong fucking mindset. You can't go to the gym thinking, oh, it's so hard, I don't want to do it. Oh, I'm so tired today, I don't want to get up early, it's so difficult. It's not even worth it. When you think like that, what are you going to attract in your life? You're going to attract that kind of fucking mindset to yourself. That kind of personality. You need to go into thinking this, saying, fuck it, it's hard, that's why I'm doing it. I used to love running about this place called Glorifies. It's a forest. I used to love running around there shouting shit with my friend. Like, fuck, I love pain, I love to suffer, all that shit. Screaming my head off. Just like, it's too easy, all that sort of stuff. Because it really develops your mind. It's called conscious auto-suggestion. Your subconscious is listening to you every single fucking second. Every millisecond. Even those tiny little quiet thoughts. It's listening. And if you've got more negative thoughts than positive thoughts, you're going to be negative. That's why you need to start forcing these positive thoughts onto yourself. Who do you want to be? Think like that man. And of course, you need to back it up with that action, because these empty words are like empty calories. They're not going to get anywhere. Sure, you're going to put on weight, but it's just going to be fat. No, you need that protein. You need that highly nutritious fucking thoughts coming into your mind, plus the action. It's like in the gym. You got the stimulus, and then you've got the fuel. Look, it's not your fault, of course. We've all been fucking manipulated. If you're a young man, you've grown up, and this shit has been normalized. Being soft has been normalized for your fucking movies and shows. We're giving men that glorify drinking, glorify drugs. Look at social media that makes it all seem okay. And of course, as I said at the start, you got the rappers, the gangsters, the movie stars, whatever, all glorifying it, making it seem cool. Maybe you grew up around people and they glorified it, they did drugs, and they seemed happy, they seemed cool, they were sitting there drinking, cool as fuck. But see, what people don't get is the exterior. That's the veneer. It's supposed to look pretty. People aren't going to show you all their problems. They're drinking not because it's fucking cool, because they're suffering. Because they're soft and they're suffering inside. And these movies, these shows, they're made to make you feel good and keep you grasped. So you start to confuse these good feelings and that image they're showing you. You start to think, oh, that means drinking's cool, that means partying's cool, that means drugs are cool and hard. But it's just entertainment. It's bullshit. When you're watching a movie, you don't see the internal suffering that these characters are facing. And of course, the same in real life with the people around you. You don't see the suffering. Very few people will tell you, yeah, I'm actually partying today because I fucking hate my life. That's weird. It's socially awkward. If someone said that, they'll be like, yo, what the fuck's this guy talking about? We're just trying to have a good time. And, in some ways it's true, because in that moment you forget. When you're high, when you're drunk, it's so fucking easy to forget all the problems. That's why people do it. And in the moment, it really seems like, yeah, I'm doing it for fun. But when you fucking wake up the next morning, all that pain rushes in. That's why so many people say never again, because they remember that pain instantly and they just multiplied it. But then they forget again, they run back to it. The only way out is by doing hard fucking habits, living a truly hard life. You want to know how someone's hard? Look at their fucking exterior. Someone who's got a soft body with boobs, tits, you really think they're hard? Their body is literally soft. And they'll claim to be hard. They'll get big neck tattoo, hand tattoos, teardrops, the whole nine. And they'll act hard when their whole body's soft. Because why? Because they can't lay off the fucking snacks, the beer, or whatever. They're too weak. And yet we call this hard. The new hard is to implement daily fucking habits that take you to where you truly want to go. The new hard is being fucking sober, living sober, dropping that bullshit that's just holding you back. See, vices, especially partying and drinking, because it's almost hidden, because it's popular, it's normalized now, so it's hidden. These things, all they do is hold you back from your true goals. This is the whole point in this channel. This is why I'm creating a fucking course, because it held me back for so fucking long. Not just drinking, drug use, but all the vices. Right now I'm doing a pre-sale on my course, so it's half the price. When I fully finish the course, I'm going to double the price. $49 to start changing your life. People will happily spend that on a joint, on some drink, on a night out, on some coke. But then people will hear that about changing their life, about a course. It's a scam. They'll start freaking out. But you know what it is? That's the weak man inside. That's the bitch self inside. It's fearful. It's scared. It doesn't want to change. Change is hard. Change is scary. But life is all about change. The universe is constantly changing, constantly in motion. Nothing in this world is ever stagnant. You're either growing or you're falling off. You're either growing or you're dying. So make that choice. Make that change. You're better than that bag. You're better than that bottle. Wise up.